What is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1? Welcome back to all the current listeners and new listeners from all around the world, including Canada, areas of Long Island, including the five boroughs of the Bronx, Brooklyn, Manhattan, Staten Island, and Queens. This is your host with the most, G Money Stacks, aka Lonely Nomad, aka The Gregonator, aka Rookie of New York. And you are listening to Off the Meatrack Chainz New York podcast, episode 2 to the 2. 2 to the 2. Damn. It's crazy, right?
It is. It's a good number. You're like old enough to drink with some, you know.
Oh man. If you're new to the channel and you miss any previous recorded episodes whatsoever, all you got to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel, G Money Stacks 555. Click on the notification bell so you can be reminded when the show goes on the air live. Upcoming episodes, previous recorded episodes, that's going to be automatically added to the channel page. Leave a comment on the episodes, including the topics. And don't forget to share the podcast along with streaming audio platforms with your friends. All right. So how was your weekend?
It was pretty Friday was kind of eventful for me, but the weekend was more relaxed. I definitely I stayed in, just kind of recharged. Was just recharging from the week. The last week was super weird for me, so but yeah. Just recharging. So yeah.
Yeah, that's understandable.
Yeah, it's Wednesday.
Yeah, I never really understood why they call it hump day in the first place. We're not camels.
Yeah, me too. This is what we call it, you know. But yes, let's get to it. What's going on?
All right.
What shall we discuss?
I wanted to get your take on the SpongeBob thing.
Oh, right. SpongeBob episodes pulled, right? They're pulling episodes, right?
I have the article right here. So, according to Deadline, it says SpongeBob SquarePants has been pulled the quarantine crab episode from its current 12th season due to its virus storyline, which is so fucking dumb. The quarantine crab centers on a virus storyline, so we have decided to not air it due to the sensitivities. Damn you oversensitive assholes, man. Always trying to ruin everything, always ruining childhood cartoons and everything. First being Gonzalez, then you try to cancel motherfucking fucking whatever. Like, it's crazy to me, man.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, so SpongeBob, I mean, I feel like a lot of these shows, they're written by, very talented people. Like, I know The Simpsons have a few episodes that are kind of accurate. Like, they kind of depict the things that happen that actually happen later on without like realizing it. So I just feel like, yeah, I'm kind of shocked because it's SpongeBob. I mean, come on. Come on.
Yeah, but you know something though, man. Like, The Simpsons, like I said, The Simpsons is a cartoon comedy and based on parodies. Just like the character Deadpool, you got parodies and everything with dark humor and all that other stuff. It's like, what's next? You're gonna cancel Deadpool 2? Like,
right.
Come on.
Yeah. Exactly.
It's like every hypersensitive motherfucker on the whole cancel culture shit is really gone too far this time.
Yeah, I feel like people have a lot of time on their hands, but I also feel like who is this like affecting, you know? Like who is so hurt by this? Like if anything, you know, we should not really be like focusing on a show that what is this episode aired what? Like I mean, SpongeBob has been around for like over a decade, you know. We're kind of focusing on something that is kind of, you know, a little bit to me, I feel like it just like it's like although it's irrelevant, it's just like not something crucial that we all need to be like, you know, rallying against. You know, there are other things that we can rally against. Like, you know, there are many and we all know what they are. So I feel like I don't know. I don't remember that episode though. I don't
it
remember.
didn't get aired. That's what it was.
Really? It was gonna
They,
get they pulled it. It says it's from the 12th season.
yeah,
Okay. So was it aired?
it didn't air. It got pulled.
Oh, was this wait, so this was a new episode that was coming out? No.
Um,
No, right?
if it's the 12th season, yeah, it is. Now, where did I leave off? Oh, the quarantine craft centers on a virus storyline, so we have decided to pull it off the air due to sensitivity surrounding global
Yeah, but you know what?
real
Like,
world stuff.
but
Like,
you know, so then in that case, like, what's the big deal? I know, like, South Park had like 2 episodes that, like, I don't know if you caught them, but South Park aired an episode last year about COVID, and then this year they aired one about the vaccines, and no one had an issue
oh
with it. So I
man,
don't really understand. You know, I feel like they're both cartoons. They're both for entertainment. You know, a real like I feel like shows that depict things that are actually happening in like all in pop culture or actually like events like actual events that are happening are really good.
yeah.
Are good portrayal of that. I feel like we shouldn't be afraid to depict what's actually been happening to all of us and what's affected us, you know? And like if it's a form of entertainment, it's a form of I guess therapy too, you know? Like people want to laugh at it because like what else can you do? You know, like yeah, we are in like what is this, the fourth wave, you know? Like, you know, we should be able to laugh about it, you know? I don't think that especially SpongeBob, I don't feel like they would be so like, you know, I don't think that like the content is gonna be something that's beyond PG-13, you know. So if anything, the SpongeBob if anything, the South Park episodes, like those seemed a little bit problematic, but they still aired them, and I still saw them. They were great.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly. I mean, I thought about the whole Saturday Night Live previous episode
that too. Hmm.
when they was doing like some type of game show about it was someone was asking each contestant if they would take the vaccine for money, and I'm like, what? Why would you do that?
That's too funny. That's funny.
I was like, what the hell? Not for no $500 million though.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. This is crazy to me right here.
Hopefully they release it because now I really want to watch it, but we'll see.
It just seems to me like it's like I want to pull up a conversation I had with somebody from the Three Ugly Guys podcast. And I was asking one of the hosts about the whole cancel culture shit. And if I could pull it up, I should be able to find it because I remember posting it about this. Um anyway. Um
What else? What else do we have? What else is going on?
I wanted to talk about the other day, as I'm scrolling looking for the conversation that I had. It's pertaining to a survey that was that actually while I was watching TV yesterday, there was like a survey in regards to subway riders
Oh,
who were, basically dissatisfied with the whole with the whole thing. And it's not just the harassment, it's the subway slashings that's been going on for like it's been happening this year, which is crazy to me.
I
Like
know.
like this is why I don't take the train anymore because it just seems to me that the trains aren't safe as it used to be compared to Ubers and taxis and whatnot. Like, everywhere you go is nowhere safe anymore.
It's not. I saw like New York Times said that. Okay, let me see. Yeah, I feel like there has been a huge increase in slashings for sure, and just I feel like um, I feel like there should be. I don't know. I feel like with all of the like also like the violence against like Asians, um, it's a scary time to travel on the subway. You know, I feel like unfortunately it kind of like it falls on us to like really look out for one another, and like it really falls on us to protect ourselves, and so if that means like bringing pepper spray or learning some self-defense, these are things that I've considered myself because I'm a female, and I'm
Oh,
also a Latin, and so unfortunately we tend to be targeted. People of color tend to be targeted now. Asians are being targeted more and more. And so, yeah, and it's unfortunate because it's one of the only ways that many people can get around, and there's no way around it, to be honest. Like, I
yeah,
mean,
that's crazy.
no one has money for Ubers and Lyfts, nobody has that kind of money, especially not right now in this economy. Although things are starting to open back up, I
Hmm.
feel like, yeah. And I think that the only thing we can do is, I saw like I read that somebody was slashing, um, like some UPS workers got slashed, and like people are smashing windows on the subway, and
Oh boy.
I know I think that and now they want to yeah, it's just kind of a crazy time.
Uh,
Um yeah, I feel like we're kind of it's dangerous for the employees too, and I feel for them because they're doing a really
mhm.
hard job. They're doing a job like a lot of people. It's a job that
Yeah.
needs to be done, and they're not getting the proper support that they should be getting. And now, like, and they're constantly defunding the subway. They're always like, doing less and less and putting less money towards it and raising the fares. And then, we have like this, sense of danger.
Wait, defunding the subway?
Well, like, yeah, they're not putting as much, like, they're cutting out, like, I know they were like cutting back on hours, and like they were cutting back on certain train lines. And so it's like, it's a mess. It's a huge mess. And it's like an unnecessary evil, I guess. But yeah, I saw that there was a man who was window smashing on the 7 train. I take the 7 train, a lot of people take the 7 train.
Oh boy.
Um,
The 7 train. Oh boy. I'm familiar with that train though. I
And then,
used
I feel like New York is not enforcing laws against looting or against, property damage or against indecent exposure or beatings or, like you said, like slashings or any kind of like violence. Um,
but they
but
got
I
but
saw that like Governor Cuomo just announced that he's gonna fine people that are not wearing a mask on the subway, which, to be fair, okay. But why are we not addressing like these bigger issues of violence and danger and like, you
mm,
know, I don't understand. I think, like, as always, their priorities are always mixed up, always not in line with like the safety of the public, and it's just something that you kind of unfortunately we kind of get the brunt of it as
yeah,
consumers and writers. So
yeah, it's just dirty politics going on though. And that's why I told be live that I'm not a big fan of politics and stuff like that because it's not it's not really entertaining to me. People want to get away from dirty politics, the crazy ass news and the whole craziness with the whole Darius Chauvin case and stuff like that. So it's like
right.
it's like 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 on some real shit though, like it's just people don't want to be fatigued. People don't want to be fatigued and depressed and all that other stuff and everything. But like there's a lot of things in life that we cannot control. It's like we gotta focus on the things that we can control versus the ones that's out of our reach. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what a lot of people don't really get though. They really think they could try to win the battle all alone based on one race and stuff, but it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh boy. Yeah, it's just crazy though, man. But
Yeah.
I did find the pro station that I was talking to from Three Guys podcast and everything. And when I asked him about the whole cancel culture thing, he said he agreed with me that that laughter is invaluable at times of emotional distress or tumultuous to boot. And he says it is wildly complex one to answer. It requires a lot of thought and more angles than the more that we are provided. I do believe that there are people out there who have found the power of trolling and use that to ruin people's lives. Of course, I do. I also do believe there are people out there who want to be affected by and upset by things. In other
That's true.
words, in other words, like people want to find things to be upset about, and they want to be, pretending to be supportive and all that other stuff. It's like fake care. Like I was listening to an episode of Guys Next Door podcast, and Mouse Jones had a point about people who are basically pretending to care about things that
Yeah.
that they're not going to be able to support. Like you're not
Right.
like it's just I just find it so crazy for the simple fact that there's so many fake people and there's so many people that's like fake outrage and all that other stuff. It's just mind-boggling to me. That's why I don't do that's why I don't go to a lot of protests, because you never know when it might go from nice to being violent.
Right, exactly. You know, you have to do your part and, just be smart, be able to read the room. Um, you always got to be able to say no, if you feel like you're putting yourself in harm's way. That's the last thing anybody wants to do. But I agree with the guys next door. Definitely, like I said, I'm like, what can you do? And like in times like this, all you can do is really laugh about it, like
Yeah,
as a form of therapy, as a form of release, as a form of just like, it makes people feel like everything, like, it gives you a sense of like everything's gonna be okay. Like we're all in this together, we're not alone. We're all
yeah,
affected by it. It's gotten to a point where like there are like songs that are like about, quarantine. And art is always, art is inspired by true life. Life inspires art, and um, I feel like that's normal and natural to like want to write the quarantine, want to write COVID into episodes, movies, into books, into songs,
yeah.
and like no one's pulling those pieces off. So yeah, I definitely agree with them, and yeah, I definitely agree with the whole people pretending to care and like rallying against a certain cause, like for their own benefit, or maybe just so they have something to say, or there are people who love to be like on the opposing side of something, so you know
Like to me, this whole shit is like so fucking overkill. And the reason I say overkill because it has to do with the whole Hank Azaria shit. He said in an interview on a podcast that he's trying to go to every Indian person to apologize for the Apu character and stuff like that. But at the same time, it just seems to me that a lot of cats are trying to put actors in a box. Like you try to put somebody in a box for one thing, but it's like you can't let a person expand. Like what is going? It's just too. That's just crazy to me, man. And what's next? You want to try to cancel Samurai Jack too, which is by an actor named Phil Lamar. Like, come on. And he did a fantastic job doing the voice of Samurai Jack. They're fictional characters.
Yeah. No, I know what you mean. It's especially
and another thing, I didn't get a chance to point out something in the previous episode 19. If I'm a casting director and I'm looking for people with, acting experiences, I don't want to just pick random people that's like, music artists and stuff like that. Like for example, take Ice Cube for example. Like he did music over the years and everything. And his first acting debut was Friday. Now, to be considered an actor, you gotta do over 5 movies. If you're just doing one movie, you're not technically an actor. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I was gonna mention the Boogie movie actually, Pop Smoke. I was gonna talk about that in episode 28 and everything, but I know you're little on time and everything, so I'm not even gonna go that far. So,
ooh, yeah, Boogie movie. It's already out apparently.
Yeah, it is. I was watching it over the weekend.
What's your thoughts on it? What do you think? Good? Check it out? Don't check it out?
I actually checked it out though. Like it seems to me that I didn't understand why Pop Smoke was in that movie because it seems to me that he doesn't have any acting experience, and his life was cut short in 2020.
Yeah. Wow. That's interesting choice for casting. I'm sure like there must be some backstory there. Maybe they collaborated on the idea, or maybe there was some sort of people want to go out. Maybe he wanted his movie to get more exposure, so why not cast up and coming artist, and rest in peace. And I mean, I guess in a way, like it was a good thing because like you said, his life was cut short. So at least he was able to like have his moment on screen. And from what I see, the movie is pretty good. And so at least in that sense, his fans have something they could some 87% of people liked it. So, I guess in a sense it's kind of a good thing that he was casted into it because I know he had a really huge fan base, and like it's like a little something like that he left them, that they can watch, and they could always rewatch. Same thing with like DMX and all the movies he was in. Like And so I think like it is weird. It is an interesting choice for casting, but I didn't see it. Now I do want to see it just because like I'm looking at the names like Eddie Hung, and then you have Pop Smoke. So it definitely piques your interest, for sure. Yeah. So where did you see that on? Like, did you?
I was watching it on a phone app on my phone.
Got you. Say no more. I already got an idea.
Because I don't have Fire Stick. That's the only crazy part.
Oh, okay, got you.
I know Fire Stick and Netflix are pretty expensive too.
Yeah, exactly. It is. It gets expensive. But I do like that it's based in Queens, I'm Queens.
Yeah.
So that's awesome for sure.
You know what's crazy? I was watching the Boogie movie. I didn't know Charlamagne the God was in that movie.
Oh yeah? Does he have does he have a big role in that?
He has like a small role.
Oh, so he does like a cameo. Okay. Yeah, I see a bunch of random people. Like I'm like, who is Taylor Page? Who is this? Taylor Page.
Oh man.
Oh, I've never heard of these people. Oh, she was in Ma Rainey's. Oh, yeah, that's good. I feel like I always get tired of seeing the same old actors in the same movies. Like it's like how many times can like Brad Pitt be in a movie? How many times can like Leonardo DiCaprio be in a movie, like, it's just, like,
It,
at a point where, like, they've oversaturated, like, the films, and, like, I'm just kind of like, "Okay, what now?" Like, Johnny Depp is another one that I'm like, "Can we, like, give other up-and-coming, actors and actresses, definitely people of color, like, a chance?" Like,
and
you
then
know
as you were speaking about prior to the whole Batman thing, Christian Bale portrayed Batman as well.
Right.
And also, what a lot of people may not understand is that, there's not enough roles for everybody. Like, it doesn't matter it don't matter what race you are. Like, just because you're doing an audition and
Yeah.
you're trying to get the role for a certain character or a certain fictional character based on ethnicity or whatever, like I was saying before, like, an actor is a person who's portraying a fictional character that's putting themselves in a person's situation.
Yeah.
It's not based on playing yourself.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah, but like you said, like, there aren't many roles, so, like, we should give other up-and-coming people roles.
Yeah, but it gotta
Let
be
them, have their moment and, prove themselves and, add their twist on it and, contribute in that way, for sure, definitely. I feel like instead of seeing, like, the same people over and over again, so I guess, like, I'm always, like, down to see,
I agree. I agree with you, the Gami, aka Stephanie. But I will say this though. Like, you gotta have the acting chops to you gotta have the acting chop experience. Like, you can't just randomly go for a role and you don't have no acting chops. It's almost like it's almost like going to a restaurant and you buying a piece of juicy steak and it's like fucking raw and it's not cooked and shit. Like, come on.
right, right. No, no, I know what you mean.
I didn't think you get my metaphors and
No,
stuff.
no, I get they were they're good, they're good. They're outside of the box, but I appreciate that. Kind of
Oh my
interesting.
goodness. So, speaking of appreciation, remember we talked about Nas and the whole Grammy thing
Right. Did you ever get to hear the new album? I didn't, but
with King's Disease?
yeah.
I only heard like 2 songs actually.
Yeah,
One is Ultra Black and the other one is
well, that's a cool name.
Spicy.
Okay. Cool names. Ultra Black, I like that, and Spicy. Okay.
Yeah, ASAP Ferg was in the video as well as the other people. I forget their
There we
names.
go. There we go. That's a good feature.
I forget the other guy's name too. Um, and speaking of Nas, I want to touch on the whole
Right.
Illmatic album.
Yes, let's do that.
The Illmatic album got added to the Library of Congress recording artistry. Let me just look up this article so I don't forget what I'm gonna talk about because I can't choke on this recording.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a national history reserve that documents art that reflects human history and culture over 143 years. It's the 25th audio piece to ever be inducted. That's crazy. That's amazing.
Yeah. And I have an article by Stardom101 magazine.net, which took place in March 29th, by the way, which was recently. So the album's technique has been widely copied and proven broadly influential, read a statement from the Library of Congress. From the album Illmatic to the Grammy Award winning body of work King's Disease, lyricist Nas has been delivering poignant bars, punchlines by the way, for over 2 decades, and he recently received a major honor for his contributions to the realm of music. The Queen's native debuted album has been added to the Library of Congress National Recording Registry. Man. Nas's real name is Nasar Jones, has continued to use his artistry as a vessel to lyrically paint vivid imagery of what it's like to come of age in an inner city New York neighborhood and the perils often faced by the Black community.
Yeah.
Jones' work intertwines socially conscious and culturally relevant elements. The Library of Congress announced it would add his 1994 debut album Illmatic to the National Recording Registry. The album, which gave listeners a peek into Queensbridge houses, had a producer lineup that included Q-Tip, DJ Premier, Pete Rock, and Large Professor, and was released under Columbia Records. Oh boy. Critics quickly extolled it for its rhythmic originality and its realistic yet fresh take on life in the Queensbridge Projects. Read a statement from the Library of Congress, characterized by the masterful use of multi-syllabic and internal rhyme, surprising line breaks, and rhythmic complexity. The album's technique has been widely copied and proven broadly influential. The album featured, along with Nas, was his father, Olu Dara. The sample soul production of a set of deeply talented and experienced producers, including Q-Tip, Large Professor, Pete Rock, LES, and DJ Premier. And you know the rest. So I'm not gonna read all this. How you feel about that, man?
I feel like it's totally, I mean, like, it should be celebrated, and this is an amazing way to celebrate one of like his greatest albums. And I feel like there might have been like I feel like in a way I think maybe like his fans were able to do this, because I know like a lot of people were, I forgot what they were criticizing, but there was I think a few weeks back, like the Grammys, they were like criticizing the Grammys, and basically they were just like, how is Nas like just winning his first Grammy when he's been making music? He's had so many other outstanding works that he's put out. And so I think like in a way it kind of like it got people talking, and in a way I feel like this kind of sort of was the catalyst for this. And I feel like in a way, yeah, I feel like it definitely needed to be spotlighted, and I feel like this is the way to do it. I feel like I know Kendrick also, one of his albums, I forget how, but it had some similar treatment where they were honoring it for, you know, its work and for like the storytelling behind it and everything. So I feel like I feel like this should happen more, but it shouldn't take this long though. Like there's no reason that should take this long. This is insanely long. This is over 20 years that we've been waiting, like that this happened, you know. But I'm glad that, you know, there's been an awareness that's been peaked now, and so now we're looking to yeah, definitely, now we're looking to works of art that we never, like, people wouldn't usually want to spotlight in that way.
Yeah, that is pretty interesting though. Like, but I did, as I previously said in the previous episode, Nas did win 2 hip hop awards, by the way.
Yeah, I mean, but he should have won like 12 by now. Like, I feel like he's such a, you know, he's definitely up there.
A legend.
Yeah, I feel like he's a legend. Exactly. He's inspired many of today's artists, many people, many works of art, you know. He's touched a lot of people's lives. So I feel like while this is definitely the step in the right direction, I feel like we should see more of this, and we should see it happen at a faster rate, you know. We shouldn't wait this long. The man deserves credit for sure.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's about time that he got the credit that he deserves. It just seems to me that it's just crazy to me that it's been so long since he he didn't get an award and stuff like that. And it's like it's like he's been overlooked. Like I said previously, he's been overlooked and stuff.
Definitely, for sure, he's been overlooked. Yeah, I feel the same way. Yeah.
And also before I get to the next topic,
yeah.
Let me get this out the way. I do want to apologize for Soul Live who tried to make me do the imitation of NBA YoungBoy and stuff, and I just wasn't with it.
It's okay.
I just wasn't with it though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm gonna touch on the Mumble Souls episode in the future because it seems like it's ruining hip hop. So I'm gonna touch on that in a future episode. I got so much to say. Now he's already in hot water in jail.
I know. He's what now?
Oh man. Let me see.
He's in jail now. Oof.
Yo, shit. He did some dumb shit.
He did, right?
Oh my goodness.
He looks happy though. I just saw a picture on Twitter. He looks happy. There's like a picture of him. He's smiling. He's like in good
happy to be in prison. How was that happiness?
He looked happy.
Oh man. Oh boy, that's crazy. And speaking of which, I want to get your take on this whole ridiculous idea of DC Comics deciding to add a black person to be Superman. That is never gonna happen. Not in your lifetime. Like, I don't understand. Like, you already have black superheroes, like, you know, one of the guys from Green Lantern, John Stewart. You already have a DC comic superhero, Black Lightning. Why the hell would you want to add a fucking black Superman? It's gonna be corny like macaroni, like the food I eat.
I think it's a great idea. I think it's good. But I feel like no. You know, I feel like cool. I'm down with this kind of forward thinking of, like, you know, pushing characters to not just be white passing. But I feel like I do want to see all the other cool, actually black characters in DC Comics have their moment. Like, let's start off there. Let's actually, like, because there are many black characters in DC Comics. Like, we should do right by them, you know? And but
you know something, DJ Nonagami. There's no Clark Kent, the character in the comics, is not black.
Exactly.
He's white. He's like a white vanilla chocolate complexion.
Right, he is. Yeah.
I don't know about the whole black Superman thing, because next thing you know, you're gonna mess up the you're gonna mess up the whole storyline and everything. If you try to get a black Superman, it's gonna be trashy to the assy.
Are they gonna do it though? Are they gonna do it though?
Oh man, they thinking about it and shit. Because what happened was there was like a situation with Henry Cavill who tried to do the sequel to Man of Steel, but it kept being put in the back burner. So it's just to me, because Henry Cavill did a good job as Superman in Man of Steel. I don't understand why would you try to cast him with a black actor who doesn't have Superman superhero experience.
Yeah. They'll figure it out.
I don't know how the storyline's gonna go though. That's kind of crazy to me. Oh boy. And speaking of crazy, I'm listening to the Breakfast Club and they was talking about this idiot who goes by the name of Kevin VanLuven. I can't believe that's his name.
What's his name?
His name's Kevin VanLuven.
Kevin VanLuven?
Yeah.
Loven.
He's 59. He's 59 years old, and he was caught on camera. He was caught on camera and shit. Not even bringing into someone's house or whatever, but he's caught on camera jacking off to a Tickle Me Elmo doll. I was like, yo, what is he thinking? Oh my gosh. This guy's a fucking clown burger to the fullest.
What the hell? Is this real? Home inspector allegedly caught with a masturbates with doll caught on camera. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, the Tickle Me Elmo doll. Oh my gosh. I was watching back the preview.
Why? Why? Why is this a thing? Why is this real life?
Yo, this reminds me of when I previously looked back on 18 and 19. Your reaction is so funny and priceless. Oh my gosh.
Ew, he looks terrible. Oh my god, he's like doing it into a closet.
Oh my goodness.
What is he doing? Why the fuck did they? What? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to curse. What? He went into a closet. He went inside a closet, like he faced inside a closet to do this.
Oh man.
But that's so messed up. And then he puts the doll back.
Oh my god.
VanLuven expected to be back in court in a couple of weeks. In the meantime, as a condition of his
unbelievable.
Oh my goodness.
Why? I don't understand. Just why? Just be regular. Just be a regular person. Just do that, just stay at home and do that before work, like everyone else, like you just jack off before work and just go into work and have a good day. I don't understand. Like I wouldn't. I'm thinking about all the jobs I had, and I'm like, oh my god, that would be crazy. I mean, yeah.
Listen, I seen worse. One time I was on the E train going towards Macon Center from college and everything. It was me and some homeboys and everything, and we were witnessing some damn idiot, right? This idiot had a bottle of water and a bar of soap, and the next thing you know, we looking at him, and he's over there jacking off. He was jacking off in front of people. I was like,
I believe that. I believe it. Oh yeah.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, man. Everywhere I go, there's always some strange activities going on.
2022.
Whoa, we're not even.
Oh, we're not even at 20. It feels like it's 2022, but we're
not even there yet.
It's just so much is happening that we're like in the future. It's happening. Yeah. Well, I really said it's 2022. Yeah. It's been a day. It's been a whole 2021. We're already in the 4th month of this year. Like what? It's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, time flies. We're already in the middle of April. Like, I'm like, what? I gotta pay my rent again. Like,
And
I don't even know.
May is Mental Health Awareness Month, which I wanted to
Yay.
collaborate with you about too.
Let's do it. I'm
Um,
ready.
yeah, and let me see. The last topic I wanted to talk about in regards to the Colorado shooting,
Okay. Let's
which is
talk about
crazy to me. Like, what? It's like the thing I don't understand with this story with the Colorado shooting and stuff like that is like, what is this guy thinking? And he's fucking Muslim too. Like, it just seems to me like it's like what I'm having a hard time understanding is what possesses a person to just randomly just shoot somebody out of the blue. This is more idiotic than the Miami shit when the guy put the gun in the air and then decides to shoot the the gun in the air to stop all the ruckus of the fighting and all that other stuff. And I'm like, yo, this is why Miami, Florida got a fucking curfew, man, at 8 p.m. Oh my god.
Wow. I know.
Oh my god. Oh my gosh, man. I just can't understand the whole craziness that's going on. This is why I barely go out.
I understand. Yeah. Here's what
Oh my goodness. This is why I barely go out though.
at
And
a
I'm
at a grocery store. Like, come on, man. Like,
out of all places, which
he
is
did 10 people. 10 people.
10 people, which is crazy though.
And he was 21. I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah.
In the oh my goodness. Yeah, it's just tragic. It's just I don't know, there's been so many. It's hard because there's just been so many shootings like this past few weeks, and it's just sad, and it's hard to keep track of, and it's really tragic. It really makes you, like you said, not want to go out. I mean, it makes me worried for my loved ones too. Like I have many. We all have our loved ones, but this is insane, and he was already on probation. I don't understand.
In certain situations, it's like you feel very powerless that you wish you could do something, but we're not
This literally happened a week after the Atlanta massacre. Like, I don't know what's going on. Um, I don't know. Maybe it's quarantine. I don't know. There's just something that I've been feeling like this has been happening more and more often.
way too
Yeah,
much.
we need to find we need to reach people before they get to this point. Or we need to find a way to rehabilitate people. We're killing. We're police officers are shooting innocent people, and then we have people who are not so innocent, like killing 10 people. Like
Yeah.
the shootings at the spa. How many people died? I think it was about 6. Don't quote me. I might be wrong on
Mm,
that. But yeah,
yeah.
this is tragic. It's yeah.
Who you telling?
4 people were killed in the Atlanta one, and it's just like, yeah,
Wait, I
it's
thought it was
yeah,
wait, I thought it was like 7 to 8 people that got killed.
it's I think there were some injured and then some that actually died.
Mm,
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, I think that we need to kind of be kinder to one another. Yeah, I mean, I don't want to end the podcast on a sad note, but this is just a reminder. We need to be kind to one another. We need to show each other respect. We're all in this together.
mhm.
I feel like we should be coming together against. It's us against the virus. Like we gotta not be coming at each other. We need to come together, and we're like people get confused and they think that other people are the enemy, and no, we need to band together and fight against police brutality and fight for Black Lives Matter and fight this virus, and and fight against like inequality and injustice. And
It's
I
just
feel like, yeah, I think that it's just a lot of people that are scared and lonely, paranoid, and I feel like
I
I
mean,
said, like, if we just remember that we're all human, and we all have feelings and needs, and we just need to hold space for one another in that way, that we can just have civilized conversation, have the space to talk about these issues before they
mhm.
get out of hand. I just think that, yeah. And on that note, I have to go. But it's
Yeah.
really
Oh
nice
man.
talking to you, and we'll definitely do this again next week. But yeah, just want to end it on
Yeah.
a positive note right there.
Yeah. I know. I know.
But yeah, this was a great episode 22. Thank you so much for having me. Um,
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah. I didn't mean for this to
Chopping it
be a
up with
short.
you has been great.
Yeah, I didn't mean for this to be a short episode and stuff due to your therapy appointment and stuff.
Yeah, it's okay. But yeah, this was a fun episode. Definitely, we'll touch base next week. But yeah, I have to go now. So take care. It was nice
Yeah.
talking to you.
Yeah.
And yeah, stay safe, stay positive, and yeah, have a good night.
Yeah. And let me know how it goes.
I will. I will. All right. Ciao.
And
Thanks.
if you know you can always talk to me. You can always reach out to me whenever you're going through something. I mean, you're not alone and
Yeah,
stuff.
thank
That's part
you. I
that's
appreciate
part
that. I
because I
appreciate
don't
that.
like I said, I don't really be knowing when is a good time to reach out to you because you got a babysitting job and your DJing gig.
I know, and like things are opening back up. So yeah, definitely. Um, lots of managing.
Yeah,
But
because of
yeah,
the whole 33% capacity, which is gonna be a lot crazy. It's not gonna be a lot of people like it used to.
right, exactly. But yeah, we'll catch up soon, okay? Well, take care.
Yeah, yeah,
All
most
right,
definitely.
bye. Bye.
Yeah, later. All right, I'm gonna wrap this up right here. Even though this may be a little, this is not the longest episode, but let me just start off by saying that you can follow the podcast on Facebook and Instagram, which is off the Meatrack Chainz NY podcast on Facebook and Instagram. And also, if you like to make a charitable donation to support the podcast, there's two links that I would like to actually that I would actually basically like to discuss actually. So when you go to the link tree on my primary page or or my or the podcast page, you're gonna see Linktree slash G Money Stacks 555. You click on it, and it's gonna say the support the podcast by 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 giving a donation. And when you click on it, it's gonna take you to the area where it's gonna ask you for debit cards. Now, we're not asking you to break the bank to make us happy. All we're asking is for you to do your best. I know times is hard and everything. So so that's another way you could do that. Another way you could support the podcast is making a charitable donation to my Cash App, which is $ G Money Stacks 555, which is the same as the YouTube channel. Um Also, I will go over the stream platforms of where you can find the show and the podcast and stuff. So just bear with me here. Um all right, here we go. So where you can listen to the podcast goes like this. We are on Podorama. We are on Anchor. We are on Spotify, Audio Burst, Deezer, TuneIn, Player FM, Podchaser, Stitcher, Pocket Cast, Podcast Addict, Breaker, Listen Notes, Google Podcast. And don't forget to look for Off the Meatrack Chainz New York podcast on Amazon Music and iHeartRadio alongside with the YouTube channel. And speaking of YouTube, if you miss any previous episodes of the show whatsoever, all you have to do is subscribe to the YouTube channel G Money Stacks 555. Click on the notification bell so you can be notified on when the show goes on the air. And upcoming episodes, more video content, previous recorded episodes, like, comment on the episodes that you like, including the topics. And also don't forget to share the show with your friends along with the audio streaming platforms. And for audio streaming platforms, if you like the topics that was being discussed, all you have to do is follow the podcast on each stream platform, which I just mentioned just now. And also don't forget to follow the podcast. Don't forget to download. Don't forget to like it. It helps. It helps the show keep going and further. And also, like I said, don't forget to share the show with your friends along with the audio streaming platforms. And don't forget to rate, and don't forget to leave a review on the show, the topics. What we try to do is inform of what's going on, not just currently, but what's going on in our lives and everything. So with that being said, listen, I know this is a short episode whatsoever. It's not that short, but but um that was Notagami, my friend. She had a therapy session that she has to do, so hopefully she'll be back next time. So that was DJ Notagami. I'm G Money Stacks. And thank you for tuning in, rocking with us. And also don't forget to share the show. Tell your friends, your workers, um, your college friends. Don't forget to tell many people as you can, so we could keep the views going, so we could keep the subscribers going on YouTube and other streaming platforms. So with that being said, like I said, I'm G Money Stacks. This has been Off the Meatrack Chainz New York podcast, episode 22, Raw Move. So one love and peace.